What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Taruns Thoughts. My name's Tarun Shetty. These are my thoughts. Cut off my hair. Had to happen, guys. I had to do it. I'm sure my agents are going to be like, what the hell, dude? Like, why? Why? If I can just live my life authentically and not pretend to be somebody, whether it's holding on to things that define me, including my hair, or just having this fake persona in life, I never want to be that guy. Let me just be who I am. No matter what happens in my life, let me just be who I am. Please, give me that much. But I got to go to Fort Lauderdale. I can't say much about the shoot because they had me sign an NDA, but it was fun because I got a hotel in Miami with my dad, and it was just cool to hang out with my dad and just take a trip with him. And, you know, every day I always think about trying to enjoy time with our parents, right? Can't profess this enough. I was on that set yesterday or 2 days ago, and I like to just listen when I'm on set. I don't talk that much. I just do my job, show up, and I don't really engage that much. But this actor guy was talking to this chick. He's trying to impress her, and he was like, "Yeah, I do jiu-jitsu. I'm a brown belt. I used to love doing jiu-jitsu, right? And I used to do it in LA for years, and everything this guy's saying is complete bullshit. Like, he's just pretending to be like a brown belt in jiu-jitsu." And I was like, all right, just shut up, don't say anything, let him have his moment. This is your ego, let him talk. Why ruin this guy's day in the sun? But then he starts talking about how he's a stand-up comedian. Now I'm really listening. I'm like, oh, really? Take note, I don't say anything about myself. I'm just watching and listening. And I'm like, oh, you're a comedian? He's like, oh, yeah, I'm a comedian. And I'm like, where do you play? He goes, yeah, Florida, New York. I'm like, New York? You know, I used to do comedy in New York. I'm like, where in New York? He goes, the Comedy Cellar. Comedy Cellar is probably one of the best clubs in New York City. Like, I barely played there. When I played there, I did bringer shows coming up. But to get in now, there's so many firewalls to perform there regularly. And I was like, oh, yeah, the Comedy Cellar? He's like, yeah, I like to work out there. And I realized, I was like, I can do two things here. I texted my jiu-jitsu friend. I was like, oh, this guy's, and that's like a pet peeve among serious jiu-jitsu practitioners, when people pretend to be a certain belt and they're not, like a black belt or something. And he told me, tell him to bring his gi tomorrow and challenge him or something. And he was like, asking who his professor was, like really start to grill him. And then I looked at this guy and I was like, here's this, guy, he's like out of shape, probably never gets laid. He's like working as an extra on this shoot. Like, let him have his thing. Who cares? Like, what am I gonna do? And even the chick he's trying to impress, you think she cares? She's just there listening, because she's bored too. Like, we're all bored, And I was like, this is where our egos come in, where we like want some kind of validation for our self-worth, right? And I was like, why do I have to say anything? Let me just not say anything. Like, I'm so much at peace just sitting here observing. Why ruin everything? So I didn't say anything. Nobody got hurt. We left in good terms. I'm sure he went home and ate a cheeseburger, whatever he normally does in real life. Maybe I'll see him in Florida. If I stay here long enough, maybe I'll run into him at a comedy show. If he does do, I think he does do stand-up comedy, but I just don't think he performs at the level that he says he does. But I was proud of myself for just, not saying anything and letting things be as it is. There's almost like a zen way of living as an actor. Like, even the other actors on sets, I was like, hey, what do you do out here? Like, how do you actually function? Because in Hollywood, it's all about climbing up the ladder. Like, you have TV, film, trying to be a star. But out here, it's really not that much work. So they just do a lot of, commercials, print modeling, and that's what they do. They go job to job, and they're fine with that. And I was like, well, there's a beauty here. There's this monastic simplicity almost. Gonna head to LA tomorrow. Excited. We'll see. I'm doing my laundry right now. But I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for listening. Take care.